Eilat is very different for everybody. Like for some people, they prefer this noisy, messy place like the Promenade here. Some people are looking for the party places, and there's plenty of those. Eilat, there's so many things to do in Eilat. Like, I was thinking which parts to include in this video. Some places like the underwater observatory, places like all the parties and hotels and clubs. Or just the promenade here. I decided that I want to show the side of Eilat that I like. For me, it's a place where I come to relax, zoom out from all the problems and all the other things that are happening in life, and just focus on relaxation. Hey guys, now we're in one of my favorite places in the world, basically. We're in the divers village, dive club. It's the biggest dive village in Eilat and one of the oldest ones, with some wonderful people. And now we are going diving together with This is Andre, our diving instructor for today. Eilat has a beautiful underwater world with a lot of exotic fish and animals. I've been diving for the past 8 years, and that's my favorite hobby. And Eilat is one of the best places to do that. So, join me underwater.
short.
Hi, welcome to Eilat, Bedouin tent in Eilat. Welcome. We are happy you in Eilat. The tent is welcome.
So guys, what do you like about Eilat?
We're not the right people to ask.
Why not?
We're trying to move.
You're trying to move. Why are you trying to move?
Too hot.
Too hot. So that's what you like about Eilat, that it's too hot.
It's too hot.
Yes.
It's much more expensive living here.
Then what? In Tel Aviv?
Maybe in Beersheba, in Haifa. Yeah. Because the rent is much higher.
Okay.
Actually, if you don't work in like attractions and hotels, and okay, diving. But you have nothing to do.
Marine biology.
Or in biology, yeah. It's good to visit it for 2-3 days, maybe a week, but not living here.
Yeah. A lot of research has been done in Eilat regarding to marine biology, to fisheries and aqualife. Lucy is a research assistant at the Mariculture Center in Eilat, and she will share with us a little bit of the research that is done here and what they are doing in Eilat. So, Lucy, tell us a little bit of what you're doing.
I'm developing a sensor which will be the live bacteria who can tell us when fish in the pond, for example, are going to get sick.
Cool. And Lucy will now show us a little bit of the research center here and some of the things that are happening here. I must say that it seems to me a little bit like science fiction, the whole thing here.
Now we're approaching the algae ponds. This is a place where algae is growing. It's green and funny. These things which are above the pond, it's a water sprinkler. It makes like cloud above the algae. So
this kind of makes a mist above the algae.
They still get the sun, but not too much. The movement is to enrich all the layers of water with oxygen.
So what do we see here?
We see red macroalgae. I believe we use them to extract antibiotics, also food substitute for fish.
What do you do with sea urchins?
Apparently, people all over the world like eating sea urchins because their gonads at the spawning period, they're full of proteins, like yolk protein. So we try to study their reproduction to make them produce more yolk, because usually their production stage is really short, about 2 weeks in February, and if we can prolong it, it will be easier to get the protein itself. So we study their gut microbiome.
What?
Gut microbiome. They have guts, and we study their microbiome to see what they like eating, why they like eating it, so it will be easier to produce them.
Yeah, that place is very surrealistic. Look, it's all green. If I wouldn't know it's a research facility, I would think it's a set for a zombie movie. And it has quite a few skeletons of different sea urchins. I guess that's what it is. Look at the salt.
Science as it is.
Yeah, you thought science is glamorous? No, it's just people putting their heads in buckets. What is this?
This is algae. I suppose it grows here for fish to eat it. We have fish down there, and they go from downstairs and eat the algae. This is lab where I work with my bacteria. It's a totally microbiology lab. Some people work here with yeast. I work with bacteria, mostly pathogenic fish pathogen bacteria and non-pathogenic bacteria, but only bacteria who could live in the marine environment. We do experiments with luminescence and fluorescence.
This is how they check the quality of the fish around here. He's the main quality assurance officer for fish. Скажи мне, что ты думаешь?